Hello there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training company passmyinterview.com, and in this tutorial I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you keep failing interviews. So if you are one of those people who goes along to your job interview, you think you've done really well and then you continually fail to get hired, this tutorial will make a huge difference to your future performance. And my aim is to make sure that you never ever fail an interview again. And to achieve that goal, this is what I'm going to cover. I'm going to tell you the 3 reasons you keep failing interviews. I will then tell you what all interviewers and hiring managers are looking for. I will then give you guaranteed ways to pass all future interviews so that you don't ever fail one again. And then also I will tell you top scoring answers to interview questions. So there's 4 really strong reasons you need to stay tuned and watch this tutorial from beginning to end. Now, before I get into those 3 reasons you keep failing interviews, a very warm welcome to this job interview training tutorial. My name is Richard McMunn. That's me there in the center. I've been helping people for 20 years now to pass their interviews, and that's exactly what I'm going to do during this tutorial. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button below the video, and then you won't miss out on any of the training videos that I upload. And I would also appreciate it if you gave the video a like, because by doing so, that tells me you enjoy the content, and I will therefore spend more time creating it for you. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get into the 3 reasons that you keep failing interviews. So reason number 1 is the fact that you're not adding enough value. So when somebody interviews you, they are primarily looking to how you can improve their business. Okay, that's really, really important. So whenever I coach people to prepare for interviews, I'm always saying to them, how can we show the interviewer that you can add value to their organization? So how do we add value? Well, interviewers and hiring managers want to feel certain that you can bring lots of value to their organization. So remember this, hiring you is actually an investment. So they want to see a positive return on that investment straight away. So if you go along to a store and you buy something, you want something in return. It's common sense. So all we are doing here is putting ourselves in the shoes of the interviewer or the hiring manager. And we are thinking, what can we do to prove to them that I can add lots of value? So you're going to say to me now, okay, Richard, that's great, but how do I add value at my interview? Well, there's 3 different ways that you can add value straight away to get hired. The first way is when you are answering the interview questions, make sure you give examples where possible. So anybody can sit there in the interview and say, you know, I can provide great customer service, I can work as part of a team, but actually giving evidence is a different example. So say, for example, if you're in your interview and they say to you, can you give an example of when you've gone above and beyond for a customer? You could say this, I was working in a previous job and I always went out of my way to help the customers. For example, a lady entered the store one day and she clearly had no idea which product to buy. So I went over to her, I smiled, I welcomed her to the store, and I started asking a few questions to ascertain what she needed. Now, after spending a few minutes with her, I managed to get enough information to provide her with a list of product options that would help her with her needs. After she left the store, she went online to leave a great review after her experience with our business. So that is an example of providing evidence of where you've provided brilliant customer service. So again, anybody can sit there at the interview and say to the interviewer, oh yeah, I can provide brilliant service. You know, I can be relied upon to do that. But actually proving it is a different thing. So there you are showing that you are adding value to their business because you always provide great customer service. Another way that you can add value to their business is to tell them that you understand how important your performance in the job is to the success of their organization. No other candidate will do this, but you will start to do this at all future interviews. So you could say, I fully appreciate that for your business to be a success, you need people like me to perform consistently to a high standard. Now, if you hire me, I promise to work hard every day and deliver great results so that you see a positive return on your investment. That is showing the interviewer that you are commercially aware. You understand that for their business to be successful, you have to work hard and deliver. And that's showing that you are somebody who is accountable and you take responsibility for your own performance. So another way that you can add value at the interview is to tell the interviewer you have read the job description and you have the necessary skills, qualities, and experience to excel in the position. Now, lots of people, when they prepare for interviews, they don't bother looking at the job description or the person's specification. But you're going to start doing this for every interview in the future. So when they say to you, okay, tell me about yourself, you could say, in the build up to the interview, I studied the job description carefully to make sure I have the necessary skills, the qualities, and the experience to carry out the role correctly. I am hardworking, customer-focused, a great team worker, self-motivated, and I can be relied upon to learn things quickly so I can start contributing to the team in the fastest time possible. So what you're doing there is you're telling the interviewer, I have read the job description to make sure I can contribute to the team at all times. So that's adding value. There's 3 great ways there that you can add value moving forward at every interview. So, reason number 2, people fail their interviews. They're not passionate enough. So if you're failing your interview, you're probably not passionate enough at the interview. So passion and enthusiasm are immensely attractive traits. So if you are passionate about the job and you show you genuinely want it, you are more likely to get hired. So there are 5 ways that you can show passion and enthusiasm during your job interview to increase your chances of getting hired significantly. Now, if you think about it, the way that I am speaking now during this tutorial is passionate. I am immensely passionate about helping people to pass their interviews, and you can see that by the number of subscribers that I have on this channel. So we have nearly 300,000 subscribers and lots of people are passing their job interviews. Now, if I started talking to you like this about your interview, you would switch off because I'm not interested. But when I talk like this and I'm genuinely passionate about it, you're more likely to watch the video and believe what I am saying. So 5 ways you can show passion and enthusiasm. Number 1 is to smile. It is a simple thing during interviews. So smile during your interview. For example, if you walk along the street and you pass somebody and you just smile at them, they will smile back. Okay, because it is attractive. So smile during your interview. The second way is to have a firm handshake. Now, if you have to go to a face-to-face interview, make sure you have a firm handshake and smile. Look at them when you shake their hand. Number 3, take your resume or CV along with you. Even though you will probably have already submitted this during your application, take it along with you. So when they say, tell me about yourself, you can explain the different experience that you've got within different roles that are applicable to the one that you're applying for. So take along your resume, make sure it's presented well and it looks smart. Number 4, dress for success. Okay, don't go along to your interview and not be dressed appropriately. I am amazed at how many people search online to find out what they should wear for their interview. The simple thing is, you should wear a smart suit, a smart outfit for your interview. It does not matter whether you are going along to be interviewed for a local store or whether you're going to work in an office or wherever it is, it doesn't matter. Always dress to a high standard because that shows that you care. It shows that you have high standards and that you really, really want this job. Number 5, this is another way that you can show passion and enthusiasm at your interview, is to ask 3 questions at the end. And these are the questions that I recommend you ask at the end of the interview. Now, most people will say, when the interviewer says to them, that's the end of the interview, would you like to ask any questions? Most people say, no, it's okay, you've answered everything for me. Well, this is missing out because this is your opportunity to show that you're enthusiastic. So I would say this at the end of the interview. So what are the plans for the business over the next 3 to 5 years? Now, if you say that to me, that tells me that you're thinking of staying with me for a long period of time. You care and you're interested about the future of the business. The next question is, what has frustrated you about people who have held this position previously? I'd ask that question because I want to know how I can go into the role and not make the same mistakes that other people have made. So it shows that I care and I'm passionate. And then finally say this, if I'm successful, what's the first thing you want me to concentrate on in the role? So you are visualizing yourself in the role and they are also visualizing you in the role. So those are the 3 questions that I would ask at the end of the interview. Now, the third reason people fail their interviews, they don't know enough about their company or what they do. And this is a common one. This is a big one. So at the interview, they are likely to say to you, so tell us about us. What do we do? Or why do you want to work for our company? So those are the two questions they are likely to say. Tell me what you know about us and why do you want to work for us? Now, most people haven't got a clue what the company does, or they don't know enough about it. So if they say to you, tell me what you know about us, this is what I would do. In preparation, visit the About Us page on their website and find out what they do, what their products and services are. Have a look at their latest news stories, and also have a look if they have a company mission statement or a vision, and learn it. So these 4 things that you need to do. So when they say to you, tell me what you know about us, you could say something like this. In preparation for this interview, I spent time studying your website and also your LinkedIn corporate page. You've been established for 10 years now, and you are a strong leader within your sector. Now, your main products include XYZ, and you have won awards for the impressive work you've carried out. Now, most recently, you've been working on a new product launch based on the needs of your customers. I also read about your company mission and the strong culture you have at your organisation. And I genuinely think it will be a great place to work, where I can bring something new in terms of my passion, my enthusiasm for the industry, and also my years of experience. So if you just alter things like the length of years that they've been established and their products, you say which products they have, that works. Because if you said that to me when applying for a job with my company, that would tell me that you really looked into me and that you're more interested about it. You are more passionate about it. So the next thing for you to do, so there's those 3 reasons. If you overcome those reasons, you will start passing your interviews, I promise you. I want you to now watch this next video, which is my top 21 interview questions and answers. So please click the link in the top right hand corner of the video. It takes you through to another video on YouTube where if you watch this, it will make a huge difference again to your preparation. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please let me know the name of your job interview in the comments section below this video, and I'll give you some more questions to prepare for. But don't forget, watch this video again, because those 3 reasons are the reasons you keep failing interviews, and I don't want you to fail again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. Thank you very much, and I wish you the best for passing all job interviews. Have a brilliant day.